Today we're getting ready for a sleeping adventure. The van needs a clean, a sort and a bit of a top up, and then packing for a weekend away. Let's go. One thing we've had to think about over time is children becoming teenagers and all the things that they have in their a bedroom and bathroom to make themselves beautiful and to keep themselves clean. We can't possibly fit in this tiny space, so it's a bit about being smart with what you choose. And a deodorant, for example, 4 people can use that same one deodorant, and a bar of soap, just a bar of soap, with again shower gel that people can use together and things like that. So it's time to empty this cupboard, give it a clean and restock, but with not everything that's in a bedroom or a house that's currently used at the moment. So being smart with that. So we've got kitchen essentials, bathroom essentials, and just things to keep us a bit safe. Paracetamol, hair bubbles, razor blades. There we go. Gonna get it into the cupboard now. Really important to make sure it's sitting comfortably and not rattling around. Okay. Making sure we can still get in and out of there. And don't tell the children, but there is a little bit of room still. Shh.
1 hour to vacuum the house and 1 minute to vacuum Sleepy.
So our advice is definitely don't be cold at night, take lots of bedding, dress for winter, and you can always take it off, whereas if you're cold it's not very pleasant. So yeah, you want to have a nice comfy time in your van. The other thing I wanted to say is we have a good night's sleep in our van, and we think that's because we use quilts and our pillows, which is like home, but also we've got decent mattresses which don't slide around, don't slip. We tried sleeping bags, but it felt a bit like camping. So we have a good night's sleep in Sleepy, and we think it's to do with the quality mattress and the fact that it's a duvet like you'd have at home, and it keeps us toasty warm. So these are mattresses from IKEA. And the first thing I'm going to do is put a mattress protector on it, and then I'm going to go up to the cupboards there to fill them with clothes. My theory is that this basket, which has got one person's clothes in, fits into half of one of those lockers. But we need to test the theory. Somebody's chosen quite bulky clothes this time. We'll see if it fits. We'll leave that one out for a minute. So we do have a backup plan that if it doesn't fit in, there is a spare box underneath, but obviously that's not so easy to access, so whatever we can fit in here is great, and then the spares down under the bed. Fabulous. Ta-da!
Time to pack the fridge. This is a Dometic CF26, so 26 litres, so we've got a lot to get in it today. Hummus, butter, open milk, ham, smoked salmon, mozzarella, sausages, more sausages, falafel, one leftover sausage roll, pesto made by daughter this morning, open cheese, open passata, cooked mushrooms to go on a pizza, sourdough starter part 1, sourdough starter part 2, bacon and some ready salad. So, wherever possible, I'm adding this sheet of double aluminium reflective insulation, because this has got an air pocket in this lid. This lid has got an air pocket, but it's not great at keeping things completely cool at the top. The bottom of the fridge on this model is really good. You could freeze in it if you wanted to. It's a little bit uneven, so this just helps it shut up. That's shut fine. So that is a good pack for leaving day, I suppose. It tends to have quite a lot in it, but once you get going, it's a bit easier. And as long as you know where things go, we'll keep some long life oat milk, maybe some whole milk long life in the van as well. Don't tend to use that much, do tend to like fresh milk and proper butter. It is a holiday, of course.
Instant tea and coffee. Proper coffee making kits. I've got some plastic lids in there and some plastic tubs, containers. These are great just for securing food when you've opened it. And then we've got some packed lunch boxes and water bottles there. And the flasks. Great for taking out and about, but also for storing your extra hot water. If you've boiled a little bit too much, pour it into there, and then you've got some nice hot water later to have a wash or wash your hands. And that'll nicely fits in that locker. Oh, just one moment. Just helps a bit of non-slip, things rattling around. We do like cooking from scratch when we're out in the van a lot. Some meals are easy, some meals aren't, but it's about a bit of planning really. But we do like our sourdough crumpets, so we've got bread flour. We do things like pancakes and pan cookies, those sort of things. So we do like to carry the flour, and they fit perfectly just like this. Just a little bit about essentials and planning, so making sure you've got some probably rice and some things like that, your essentials and your sort of little bit of planning your meals really and what you need. So you've got a few days before you need to go shopping again. So we've got some pasta, which is our favourite things really, a couple of pasta meals and a rice meal here that we can just do on our 2 stoves.
Not everything goes in the fridge in Sleepy. We've got this bag that we keep things that will cope at ambient in it. So tomatoes, carrots, broccoli. They won't last quite as long as they do in the fridge, but it'll be fine. And we just keep a bit less or use dried things if we need to be away from shops for a bit longer. Another good cheat is things like chorizo and salami, that's dried meat. They will last a long time and can work well in the van, doesn't need to be in the fridge.
So if we take a look at the back of the van, let's have a look underneath. We have this that slides out and we've got all this storage underneath the van. There's the spare tyre, which has got the barbecue inside it. There's a couple of chairs stacked on top of that, and then we have a large saucepan over there. On this side we've got our canoeing paddles, and then we have room for another big box like that at the side here and one here, and then you can fit what you like there, but we put 2 boats and a box. So one of those boxes has got spare clothes if we need it. If we look a bit about how the bed is fixed, this is the wheel arch here, so you can see it's resting on there, and then this bit, the supports built in and it's attached to here. It's very solid, and again supports going along, and that yellow beam there, if you can see that was in the original ambulance, so we've just used that as a bit of a brace there. We've got our bookshelf, which I'm going to sort the books out in a minute, and then we've got some tarps here which we use as a canopy instead of an awning, because an awning takes up a lot of room and we were finding we weren't using it, but it does have its advantages if it's wet and windy. Obviously the tarps aren't so good. Lots of storage here, so that's where our extra blankets come in, and I'm about to put the pants and the socks in these. Remember to pack lean, pack smart. Don't let the teenagers fill it with all random stuff that they don't really need.
Eyelash curlers.
Eyelash curlers. Extra hairbrushes. What? So yeah, we're off on an adventure.
So remember to get out and plan your own adventure, have fun, and hopefully see you on our next Sleepy adventure.